Yo, this is scary to an extent. I don't usually see white ones like that. He stuck out like a sore thumb.
This eerie clip was shared by a TikToker who decided to explore an abandoned uranium mine in Uzbekistan, and things took a terrifying turn. The deeper they went, the darker and colder it got. Eventually, they reached a massive pit that seemed to have no end. Curious, they leaned in to see how deep it went. Then suddenly, a metallic bang echoed through the tunnels, followed by a blood-curdling screech from the darkness below. Every sound bounced off the walls, like something alive was trapped down there. Panic hit instantly, they bolted out, leaving everything behind. Some online say it was just air pressure or old metal collapsing, but others believe something else still lurks deep inside that mine, something not meant to be disturbed. Would you dare step inside a place like that? This video was shared by Bigfoot's Testimony on YouTube, and it's seriously chilling. A woman was driving alone along a forest trail late at night when she got the unmistakable feeling that something dangerous was up ahead. She slowed down, scanning the darkness, hoping to see what was lurking, but before she could, a bone-chilling, guttural sound erupted from the woods. It was loud, unnatural, and full of menace, echoing through the trees. Her heart raced, and fear took over completely. With every second feeling like an eternity, she screamed and slammed the accelerator, speeding down the trail with terror gripping every nerve. Whatever made that sound stayed hidden in the shadows, but the memory of it would haunt her forever. What could make such a terrifying noise in the middle of nowhere at night? A Reddit user shared this chilling experience from 2019 after exploring an abandoned cabin in the woods with a friend. The place was silent, lifeless, just the creak of old floors and the hum of distant wind. They climbed up to the attic roof, snapped a few photos and left, thinking it was just another eerie adventure. But later that night, while scrolling through the pictures, something horrifying caught their eye. Behind the friend stood a figure, pale, still, and staring. No one had been there when the photo was taken. No footsteps, no sound. Just that thing. Was it someone hiding in the dark, watching them the whole time? Or could it be something far worse? A presence that never really left those haunted halls? This eerie clip shared on TikTok has left thousands speechless and terrified. It shows what looks like a translucent human-like figure literally walking across the clouds. Not floating, not fading. Walking, step by step like something that doesn't belong in this world. The movement seems calm, almost deliberate, like it knows exactly what it's doing up there. Viewers can't agree. Some say it's an angel, others think it's something far darker, a spirit trapped between worlds. A few even believe it's a sign of something coming. Whatever it is, it doesn't look like a trick of light or camera glitch. If you looked up and saw something walking across the clouds clear as day, would you keep watching or start running? Before we go any further, I'd like to ask you for a quick favour. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. We're getting closer to 20,000 subscribers, and once we hit that milestone, a few lucky subscribers will receive a special surprise. Now let's go back to the video. This unsettling footage was uploaded by Rocky Mountain Sasquatch on YouTube, and it's enough to send chills down anyone's spine. While hiking through a rugged mountain trail, the camera caught something deeply disturbing. Between two massive rocks, a face seems to be peering out, motionless, half hidden, almost blending with the leaves itself.
I originally noticed the dark rock cave-looking area, which caught my attention, but I noticed the face. Had to rewatch a few to notice it for sure. It's a face, and I'm convinced. I hope you all see this and check it out. A second person states, between the two rock structures is like a green patch of bush area.
Was it a person hiding out there? Or something that isn't supposed to be seen at all? The area's miles away from any town, no signs of camps or people. So who or what was watching from between those rocks? Could something ancient be living in those mountains, hiding from us all this time? What do you think that face really was? This eerie photo was snapped Dute Roads. At first glance it looked like a normal picture from the tour, until they zoomed in. On the sidewalk stood two dark, misty figures side by side, almost human but not quite. Locals say this street was once filled with bars, fights and brothels, a place soaked in violence and sin. Ring a ghost walk on Chalmers Street, known as one of the city's oldest and bloodies. Some think these shapes could be the restless spirits of a man and woman who never left. What makes it even more chilling? No one is ever allowed to walk there at night. So if no living person was in that spot, who or what was standing in that photo? Could the past still be walking those haunted streets? This video was shared on TikTok by a couple who decided to spend a quiet evening deep in the woods, their idea of a perfect date. The night started out peaceful, filled with laughter and the sound of rustling leaves, but soon that peace shattered. A strange noise began echoing through the trees, faint at first, like someone calling from far away.
Well,
Here's the spot.
I don't see anything.
No, I don't either. I mean, it's pretty full. Hello? Is anybody there? I'm so nervous. What was that?
I don't know.
Do you need help?
Then it grew louder, distorted, almost like a voice, but not human.
Do you need help? Fuck!
The sound circled them, coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. Fear took over and they bolted, leaving everything behind. To this day, they have no idea what was out there. A prank? A creature? Or something far darker that didn't want them there. A Reddit user shared a trail cam photo that sent chills through everyone who saw it. The image was captured deep in the woods, quiet, still and isolated. But right there among the trees stood a tall, shadowy figure. Its outline looked human, but something about it was off, stretched, twisted, and oddly distorted, like it didn't belong in this world. Some brushed it off as a trick of the light or just motion blur, but others swore it was something far darker, something watching. The friend who placed the camera later admitted that the spot had always felt wrong, like the air was heavy and something unseen was waiting. Could it be a shadow person, or something else lurking where no one should be? This video was shared by a TikToker who captured something truly unsettling while hiking deep in the forest. From a distance they noticed a strange white figure, pale, motionless, and eerily looking like something never seen before.
Seriously? He's standing above the bushes. He, she, whatever. Look how tall that is. Yo, it's white. It's white. It looks like its eyes are like hologram. You see how dark its eyes are? Yo, this is scary to an extent. I don't usually see white ones like that. He stuck out like a sore thumb.
With hollow black eyes staring straight at them. It didn't move, didn't blink, just stood there among the trees watching. The hikers froze, unsure if it was an animal, something disguising like one, or something entirely different. The figure eventually faded into the shadows, leaving only silence behind. When the clip was posted online, viewers called it everything from a ghost to a skinwalker to an unknown creature lurking in the wild. But whatever it was, one question still remains. What was that pale figure doing there, watching from the darkness? This video was uploaded by Archaeolog on YouTube, and what he discovered is beyond disturbing. While hiking through the woods with his metal detector, the device suddenly started beeping like crazy. Curious, he began to dig, expecting maybe some old coins or scraps of metal. But what he found buried beneath the dirt was something far darker. A human skull with old coins, valuable chains inside strange metallic objects. It looked less like a treasure and more like some kind of ritual offering. Why would someone bury something like this? Was it hidden evidence of a crime, or something ancient that was never meant to be uncovered? And if this was just one spot, how many more are still buried out there waiting to be found? This video was posted by Outer Range on YouTube, and what he found during his hike is honestly unsettling. While exploring deep in the mountain wilderness, far from any signs of civilization, he stumbled upon a strange circular structure, built entirely out of clay and stone. It looked ancient, almost like a forgotten dwelling or a ritual site. The walls were rough but carefully shaped, as if someone built it for a specific purpose, something secret.
What is this place? What was it? Okay, here's the room down below, structure up above, and if we're walking up here to this, still pretty inquisitive about what this place was right here. Now, on the back wall, looks like pictographs. Stared at this dark spot for a long time.
There were no paths leading to it, no tools or signs of life nearby, just silence and this eerie structure standing alone. Why would anyone build something like this in such an isolated place? Was it part of some old ritual? Or maybe something darker happened here that was never meant to be discovered? This video was shared by Highlands Drifter, and it's genuinely unsettling. While hiking through a remote, isolated trail, he paused to snap a photo. Later, reviewing the image, something strange appeared. A figure in the shot that shouldn't have been there. The trail had been completely empty, and with such clear visibility, no one could have gone unnoticed. Yet the figure was unmistakable, standing silently in the background. The hiker is still baffled and can't explain what it is. Could it be a person? Or something far more sinister watching from the shadows of the wilderness? Jose Flores Terror on YouTube, whose channel is known for venturing into the darkest forests in search of terrifying paranormal activity, shared this scary encounter. He enters one of the most haunted forests in the region, a place where people vanish without a trace. Locals warn of ghostly cries and children's voices that lure travelers deeper, and they never return. After hiking deep in the forest, everywhere was dark, and he was just alone with his flashlight and camera when he began to hear footsteps behind him, as if something was following him.
Es un poquito más como que los árboles entrelazados, un poquito diferente. Ok, se acaban de escuchar pasos atrás de mí. Ay. De repente como si viniera algo atrás de mí porque se siente como una presencia atrás. Ay. Ay.
After hearing so much about the forest, what will you do in that situation? Will you go back before it gets darker? But he didn't go back. After some while, he started hearing some voices whisper in the distance like someone crying. But there's no one around the forest.
Se están escuchando voces. Ay. Ay. Se están escuchando estas voces que parece ser como que vienen hacia acá o están a lo lejos, pero lo extraño es que no puede haber personas acá. No hay personas acá. Estoy completamente seguro. O sea, personas físicas no son. Hoy. Otra vez.
This peaceful hike into the forest was one to forget for him. Would you dare stay in this forest, knowing every voice could belong to the dead? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. This encounter is shared by Danny Adventure 88 on YouTube, a channel known for daring solo explorations and terrifying encounters deep in haunted forests. He went camping deep in central Java's infamous Alas Kunci, where tragedy struck. It is said that a young boy ended his life there just a week ago. The locals talked about Dutch women tortured in these woods, their bodies discarded without graves, and their restless spirits still wandering around the forest. With all this dark history, will you dare camp overnight there? While still being courageous and enjoying his camp without fear, suddenly, he started hearing knocking sounds echoing through the trees. No wind, no movement, just a sound of something he didn't know about. Yet the forest feels alive and heavy.
Walaupun mencoba menghiraukan, tapi tetap rasanya itu aku kepo ke sana itu.
What he's experiencing is definitely not what he had planned when he came. What do you think these wandering spirits of the forest are, or something far darker stalking me tonight? Things only grow darker from here. Brace yourself for what comes next. Jupri Karim's a YouTuber, and he is known for testing his courage by camping in the most haunted, dangerous places at night. He went camping just as he had always camped around many dangerous forests. But this time around, it was terrifying. At first, everything seemed calm, until he began hearing strange movements around the camp. Footsteps, whispers, something circling the tent. Then it appeared. He saw a figure lurking behind the trees, watching him in silence. The moment his flashlight touches it, it disappears seconds later.
Gak tahu teman-teman. Astagfirullahaladzim.
Astaghfirullahaladzim, ya Allah. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Asal kena lampu senter, dia menghilang, teman-teman.
What was that? Is that a ghost watching him? Or some far more mysterious? After seeing this, will you dare camp in this cursed place knowing the darkness itself is alive? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that shows that. We got this story from Cuba Mysteri on YouTube. He is popular for venturing into haunted places and capturing chilling encounters on camera. This time, Cuba set up camp in a cursed bamboo forest, a place where a man once died tragically after being impaled by a falling branch of a bamboo tree. Locals say his spirits still linger here. Will you dare camp in a place where you don't know what to expect? While eating, he was violently interrupted. Unseen forces attacked, shaking the bamboo and rattling his nerves. He heard the bamboo shaking but could not see anything.
Allahu Akbar. Ini sangat coba penasaran juga sih teman-teman. Ini malah kita kayak seperti diganggu. Tapi nggak tahu juga siapa itu. Apa kita lagi makan, mereka datang ke sini teman-teman.
Are they trying to scare him away from the forest? Or who or what is disturbing shaking the bamboo? Would you dare camp here alone? Let me know what you guys think. From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. Got this story from Franco TV on YouTube. He's known for venturing into the world's most haunted places, often alone, and capturing what others are too afraid to witness. This time, he went into a pet cemetery. It was previously a baby cemetery, but later changed to a pet cemetery. As he entered the cemetery, he heard these unexplained bangs and even a rope swinging from a tree. Was this really just a pet cemetery, or something far more sinister? After walking deep into the cemetery, he saw eyes staring at him deep in the trees, but couldn't see them again, so he turned on his thermal so he could check what might be lurking around him. Then he caught a dark figure waving from deep within the trees, human-like.
Here alone, I'm already hearing sounds of banging, of metal clanking on something, but further from in front of me. Wish me luck. I'm excited, scared, nervous. I'm missing home right now. But that being said, let's get into the video. So right now I'm at the cemetery, right in front of me. And with the night vision, look up there. You see that blinking light? This is why cell phones give away your position. But that blinking light is 100% somebody's phone. I thought I saw something else move. That was me, this light here. I hope nobody comes here to do something else. The last time that I was here, I was able to see something on the thermal imaging camera peeking out at me from one of the trees in the darkness. I don't know what the hell that was, whether if that was an animal or a person, but not so long after that, I was able to see what looked like a silhouette of a person walking, only because of the light behind the area. And when I shined the flashlight, nothing was evident. but I want to do another walkthrough of this place. Now, this place is gigantic. Listen. What was that? I just heard something up here. Jesus Christ. I'm already regretting my decision. Is that a rope?
What do you think is waving at him at the cemetery? Is it a ghost or a spirit that has been wandering around the cemetery? Would you dare to spend the night here? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. A YouTuber, Skara, who is known for exploring haunted forests across Kalimantan, where storms and myths collide with the unknown, shared this on his channel. He went deep in the jungle and he saw something quite unusual, a house standing alone in the wilderness, where trees and bushes surround everywhere. Who built a home here, in the middle of nowhere? What is the house meant for, because normal people are not meant to live there alone in the forest?
Rumah atau apa ya di bagian kanan gua? Gua trekking di gak tahu men, ini ada orang sini sini. Gua nge-trekking hutan belantara di sini men, gak ada tempat terbuka loh. Gak ada tempat terbuka loh. Gua buka satelit beberapa kali di sini, gak ada tempat terbuka seluas ini men di sini.
Then he started smelling cooked food drifting from the trees. Where was it coming from? Suddenly he saw an old woman. She's asking for water. She had human-like feet, yet her presence screamed not human. After he gave her water, she headed back into the forest. Who was she, and what was she doing in the forest at night?
Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Cuk, minta banyu nenek cuk. Ada nek. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Tunggu nek. Permisi nek. Bentar nek. Bentar nek. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Nek, lun permisi nek. Permisi nek. Maaf apa yang di sini nek? Ngapain di sini nek? Ulun permisi nek. Pian manusia kah lain kan nek? Ulun permisi nek.
Would you dare keep going deeper after encountering something of such? From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. We got this story from Wandi Sumatra on YouTube, a channel known for venturing deep into haunted forests and capturing encounters that most people would never dare to face. He set up camp far inside the forest, cooked, ate, and finally drifted off to sleep. But sometime after midnight, it began. A strange voice, not human, not an animal, just this eerie, otherworldly sound circling his tent. What kind of creature makes a noise like that in the dead of night? Terrified, he forced himself awake and stepped outside, scanning the darkness. That's when he saw it. A ghostly figure, pale and still, staring straight at him. Its body unmoving, its eyes fixed.
Astaghfirullah. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah.
What was this thing? A restless spirit of the forest? A demon in disguise? Or something older watching from the shadows? If it were you, would you investigate? Or run for your life? If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. Urban Ghosts on YouTube, his channel, is known for exploring some of the most terrifying haunted places in America. And in this video, things in the Devil's Forest took a chilling turn. He hiked deep into the woods alone at night. Suddenly, his Spirit Talker app whispered, "There's a priest." What does that mean? A priest? Out here, in the middle of nowhere? Is it trying to warn him not to go further, that there is danger at the front?
Hello? Hello?
Others are scared.
Others are scared? Well, don't be scared. I swear I heard somebody running. Or something.
There's a priest.
Where?
And just when it seemed the forest had gone quiet, he heard a voice around him that came from behind, so close it made his blood run cold. Alone in the woods with just his touch and Spirit Talker app, using it to communicate through his phone.
As much as I've been in the woods, I still can never remember what the heck poison ivy looks like. I always gotta Google it. Heck, I grew up in the woods. I heard something over here. Are you over there? Whoa!
You are authentic.
Well, I appreciate that. I swear, something. As soon as I turned this way, I heard a voice right behind me, right over here.
Was he really alone in the forest? Would you dare to stand in the Devil's Forest after dark? YouTuber Manunggaling Jagad shared this hiking encounter on YouTube. The channel is well known for uncovering eerie and unexplainable events that lurk in the shadows of nature. He hiked deep into the forest, the kind of place where the night feels heavier, where every sound makes your skin crawl. But what he stumbled upon left him frozen in shock. Right there in the tall, damp grass was a green snake, blending perfectly into the grass. Think about it. What would have happened if he hadn't noticed it in time? What if his hand had brushed against it? Or worse, he had stepped on it? Out there, in the middle of nowhere, one wrong move could mean life or death. Kalong Camp Official, a YouTube creator, shared this terrifying adventure. His channel is known for exploring haunted cemeteries and abandoned places where spirits are said to linger. This time around, they went to a cemetery to spend the night there. As they settled in their campsite in the graveyard, locals had told him about a ghost often seen nearby. Suddenly, things started getting strange. The bamboo nearby cracked and fell violently on the place they were staying, although there was no wind.
Ini saya lihat ya. Di sana Mas. Itu di pohon itu ya temennya. Itu warga tuh sering ditampakkan sosok pocong ya. Itu berdiri tepat di depan pohon itu ya. Masa mirogol diri Mas? Jadi emang di sebelah sana tuh ayam. Tuh, kursi. Apa ya? Ini Mas ya. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Punten, Mbah.
Are they being chased away by an unknown spirit that doesn't want them there? Imagine being alone there. Would you stay, or would you run? Nobody knows what might happen next. If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. This story was shared by YouTuber Zero on YouTube, whose channel is known for exploring some of the most haunted and cursed places, capturing raw and terrifying encounters with spirits. They went camping in the forest, and before they could even settle down well, they started perceiving some weird and unsettling scent, like camphor mixed with perfume, though there were no flowers anywhere. Why would such a smell linger in a forest like this? Will you dare stay after getting that smell earlier on? As if that wasn't enough, just after getting that smell, they began to hear some footsteps and sounds from the trees without even seeing anybody passing.
Ya, malam ini teman-teman, karena bener-bener mati aktivitas di desa, itu apa ya, sepi banget teman-teman. Orang mana datang? Oi. Orang kah? Suara orang, Man.
Will you dare stay there overnight? Imagine hearing people talking inside the forest, and you can't see who is talking. From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. We got this story from Haunted Finders on YouTube, a channel known for diving deep into the UK's most terrifying paranormal hotspots. Tonight, they went back to the infamous Canic Chase, a place where people claim to have seen everything. Black-eyed children, pigmen, werewolves, even UFOs. Imagine walking through those woods knowing all that. Will you even dare enter a forest like that? Before they even started the investigation, they heard a strange noise, too loud to be a dog barking. Imagine how scary that place would be.
There's been everything sighted in this forest, from the infamous black-eyed children, pigman, werewolves, UFOs, you name it, it's been sighted in this forest. Now, if you've been on the channel for a while, you'll know we've been to Canic Chase a few times, extremely haunted, and that some really strange things happen here. Now, before we even started, we thought we heard this noise that we originally thought it was a dog, wasn't it?
It was too loud.
But it didn't really sound like a dog to me, and it was like a weird noise.
After hearing a strange sound before you even start doing whatever you went to do, will you continue? Then came the chilling voice through the spirit box. You must leave. Not once, but twice.
Is somebody there? What the shit was that?
Yeah.
You must leave.
You must leave.
Yeah.
That's twice we've been told to leave.
Why must we leave? We've got a right to be here.
Why did the spirits not want them there? What do you think is going on? Would you dare stay in Canic Chase after that? Or run before the pigmen found you? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. A YouTuber named Franco TV, whose channel is known for exploring haunted places, forests and cursed locations around the world, he went to Chile, so he visited the infamous Pet Cemetery, which is said to be the most active and terrifying spot ever. Almost instantly, he began hearing movement in the forest. Have you ever visited a place that terrified you before?
We just got in this place, and I'm hearing movement coming from the forest. This is by far the creepiest location that I know. Just trying to see if I can see something moving back here.
He went inside the cemetery, and what he found will blow your mind. Strange tarot cards and writings calling it the Forest of Witches. Why would someone leave those cards there? And why is the place called the Forest of Witches?
So I found tarot cards out here. Just kind of like all through the floor. There's like these little writings that the last time I was in another part of this place, and it says this is the Forest of the Witches. I don't know what that's about, but that's actually on, you've probably already seen it because this is the second video. I want to see if I can look with my third night vision here, see if I could see anything moving.
Then he said he heard chilling sounds, like a baby, followed by eerie laughter drifting through the trees.
Still have my stuff here mounted on the tree. See? Oh, what the was that? I don't know if you guys just heard that. Oh, I heard something back there. Oh, that was creepy. It sounded like a baby. I'm gonna get my stuff. So what I just heard now, I don't know if you heard that, it sounded like a laughing. It's not what I heard. I heard people laughing, legit people. But it came from way further down there. Just looking around here. You hear that? Sounds like whistling. I'm gonna lower my IR.
Alone in that creepy forest, will you continue exploring, or will you leave immediately before it gets worse? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. Kuba Mysteri shared this terrifying encounter while camping on YouTube. His channel is known for camping in some of the most haunted and cursed places across Indonesia. He set up camp on a lonely beach, a place where just weeks earlier 2 teenagers drowned and their bodies were laid on the very sand where he pitched his tent. Locals whispered that their restless spirits still wander. Will you ever go camping at night in a place where tragedy happened just a week ago? While still at the camp, a sound echoed from the distance, and he saw a white figure appear near a tree, but when he rushed closer, it vanished into thin air.
Astaghfirullah, ini apa nih, Cok? La ilaha illallah. Allahu akbar, la haula wala quwata illa billah, asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. La ilaha illallah, Allahu akbar. Wow.
What creepy creature was that? What do you think was after? Will you still stay there after seeing something you've not seen before appearing right before your face? Imagine being there, trapped between the ocean and the spirits of the dead. Would you have lasted the night? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. This terrifying camping encounter was shared by Min Story on YouTube. The YouTuber is known for exploring cursed forests, haunted rivers, and places where dark entities still linger. While camping by a dried riverbed, he suddenly heard a strange sound. Then a smell that was unbearable, like something rotten had been dropped over there. He went to check what was making the sound and what was smelling. Then he heard another sound again. What is making those sounds? Or something mysterious is around watching him closely. Then came footsteps in the bushes.
Sini teman-teman. Tadi pun pas saya lagi makan, lagi masak, itu terdengar ada sebuah suara.
Could it be a wild animal or the serpent spirit locals say haunts this area? Would you dare camp here knowing spirits with ruined faces are said to roam these grounds? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. Rugged Road Explorers, a YouTube creator who is known for hiking deep into the remote regions of the Rocky Mountains and the vast deserts of the American Southwest, uncovering lost ruins and ancient sites hidden deep in the wilderness. But you know, sometimes the past leaves behind more than broken stones. It leaves behind echoes. He went hiking in the mountains, and what he saw was something unusual. While scanning through the canyon walls, he saw some scattered pottery shards, and strange white handprints appeared above the rocks.
So seeing how this is square here, you see how this is? I would bet that they had a pit house here, temporary one, where it had a wood rock foundation and then wood all the rest of the way up. But check this out. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is too cool. Oh my gosh. Look at all the pottery. Holy smokes. Look at that. That's amazing. That is just too cool.
Whose hands were those, or something still lingering? Intricate designs on broken jugs whispered of rituals and forgotten stories from ancient days.
It's obvious people have been here because they picked up certain pieces and put them up on a rock here, but look at the intricate design of the one in the center there. And then this was part of a jug at one time. You can see this right there. You have different time periods in different areas. Here you have some flint. Looks like a spearhead. Very cool. And again, another kind of design.
Could these markings hold darker meanings? Would you dare step into a ruin where every stone feels alive with secrets? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. A YouTuber, Banjar Balangan, is known for capturing terrifying paranormal encounters while camping on camera. And this one is not for the faint of heart. While camping deep inside the forest, the atmosphere was calm, too calm. He set up his tent unaware that something was already watching. At first, it seemed like a trick of the light, until a pair of glowing white eyes with a shadowy body passed through the darkness. The figure was moving slowly, deliberately, and inhumanely. What kind of creature was that? A ghost? A demon? Or something that should never be named? Imagine being alone in the forest and realizing you're not just being watched, you're being hunted. Would you continue camping, or would you run for your life before something even stranger happened? Terrifying video was shared by Aventuras y Jose, a YouTuber known for hiking deep into the desert and uncovering the strange and unexplainable. He set out hiking in the desert, and at first, everything seemed calm and peaceful, but then, things took a terrifying turn. Out of nowhere, he first heard a whistle, then something was suddenly thrown at him, yet no one was in sight. His heart raced as he noticed movement in the trees, like someone or something was trying to hide and watch him from the shadows.
Y me voy a ir para el otro lado allá porque yo escuché ruido. Estos son cazadores, mi gente. Aquí voy a estar un ratito, pero no sé ni por dónde darle, pero viera qué asustón.
Listo.
Por allá. Mire. Me voy a salir de aquí. Por allá. Yo lo alcancé a agarrar. Yo escuché ruido, pero no alcancé. No sé si lo van a alcanzar a ver. Yo creo que lo alcancé a agarrar con la cámara. Me voy a regresar de aquí, mi gente. Me voy a ir de aquí. De primero me tiraron a este lado, mano izquierda.
Moments later, he stumbled upon a black nylon bag lying in the dirt. At first, he thought it might just be mice inside, but the unsettling feeling told him otherwise.
Mire lo que encontré aquí, mi gente. Han venido a tirar algo. Serán ratones, pero hiede mucho.
Vean nomás lo que vienen a tirar en este gran arroyo, en este cañón. ¿Por qué ahora han venido a tirar esto? Pero algo extraño, me salgo de aquí, mi gente, porque la verdad no se sabe qué será. Pero apesta feo. Se me hace que son animales, ratones muertos.
That was enough for him to decide to leave before things got worse. Was someone trying to scare him away from the desert? Who was out there, lurking unseen? If it were you, alone in the desert with strange things happening, would you stay and investigate or run before it's too late? One wrong glance, and you'll see what shouldn't be seen. This creepy video was shared by Archaeolog, a channel well known for treasure hunting with metal detectors and uncovering secrets long buried beneath the earth. In this video, they set out on a thrilling treasure hunt with nothing but a metal detector. At first, it was just the excitement of discovery, but soon it turned into something far more mysterious. The detector signaled something unusual, so they grabbed their shovels and started digging. Deeper and deeper they went until finally, they unearthed something beyond imagination. A massive sarcophagus, hidden for who knows how long. What they found inside was unsettling. Why was such a thing buried so deep in the ground? Who put it there? Could it hold priceless treasure, or something far more sinister that was never meant to be found? If you stumbled upon a sarcophagus hidden for centuries, would you dare open it, or leave it buried forever? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. Red Walks into the Forest shared this video on YouTube, a channel well known for venturing deep into the forest and uncovering unsettling, mysterious things. He wandered deep into the forest, expecting nothing more than a quiet adventure. But what he stumbled upon was far from ordinary. Perched high in a tree was a creepy, unsettling creature. Its skin was pitch black, its rough hair tangled like shadows, and though it resembled a human, its movements were anything but. Slow, twisted, unnatural.
เดี๋ยวตัวพวกนี้มันปีนห้างได้ด้วยเหรอครับทุกคนไม่เคยรู้นะเนี่ยเฮ้ยมึงทำอะไรวะเว้นกูถามว่ามึงทำอะไรแม่งชี้หน้าผมทุกคนดูใบหน้าของมันดิ สยองเลยนะครับดูหน้าของมันมึงแน่จริงมึงมากูอยากเจอมึงอ่ะถ้าเกิดว่ามึงแน่จริงมึงลงมาโอ้นอนแน่นิ่งเลยทุกคนผมคิดว่าคนที่อยู่บนทางไม่น่ามีชีวิตอยู่แล้วไอ้ห่านี่มึงหยุดนะเว้ยกูบอกให้มึงหยุดเย้ยทุกคนดูสยองเลยนะครับYeah.
Imagine standing there alone in the silence of the forest and seeing something like this staring back at you. Would you dare take a step closer to find out what it really is? Or would you turn and run before it even makes a move? Some things in the wild aren't meant to be discovered, and this might just be one of them. If you're brave enough to keep watching, the worst is yet to come. This video was posted by Mountain West Productions, a channel known for hiking deep into the mountains and uncovering mysterious places most people would never dare to explore. He hiked deep into the mountain when something strange caught his eye. An old hut sitting quietly near what looked like an abandoned mine. Curiosity pulled him closer, and as he stepped inside, he made a chilling discovery. The hut wasn't just a hut, it was hiding a secret tunnel carved beneath the mountain itself. The deeper he went, the darker and colder it became.
Yeah, there's some sort of a structure down here. Oh, wow. That's the mine. That is creepy looking. I don't know if I want to go in this one. How far back does it even go? Can't tell what it just dug into the side of the boulders. What do you smell? Oh, there's a deer leg in here. Kind of fresh. Yeah, something lives in this one. We're not gonna get in a fight with that. Whatever's bringing deer in here. She's hitting on a lot of scents.
The silence was overwhelming, almost as if the mountain was holding its breath. Then the tunnel split into two separate paths, both stretching into pitch-black nothingness. At that moment, fear set in, and he decided to turn back.
Greta doesn't seem to care. Oh yeah. Wow. This keeps going and going. Yeah, you get lost in something like this. That's crazy. Holy cow. Yeah, we'll mark this because I don't know where this is or how to get out. I know this is my tunnel, and I'm not getting lost in mine.
What if he kept going and never found his way back? Who built this tunnel? And what did it mean to hide? Would you dare to keep going deeper into a place like this? Or would you turn back before the mountain swallowed you whole? If you're brave enough to keep watching, the worst is yet to come. This was uploaded on Outer Range on YouTube, a channel known for venturing into forgotten lands, uncovering ruins, and exploring mysteries hidden deep in nature. He was hiking deep into the mountain, then, through the trees, he spotted it. Dark openings carved into the cliffside. A ruin, untouched for centuries. What kind of people lived in such desolation? What drove them to survive here, hidden from the world?
Trying to navigate my way up to this ruin that I saw years ago. Let's see here. Let's see if I can point. If you look just right there at the end of my finger, kind of blocking it right there. If you look right there, you'll see them dark openings. In there is where the ruin is at. So, I am thinking about traversing up this ridge, across here, and staying kind of parallel with it. It looks like something that could be done. Going straight up to it from the bottom, I don't think so. So that's what I'm going to try. So we'll see.
He decides to check it out and explore it, and uncover what might be lurking around the mountain. And then came the moment that left him speechless. Standing before him were not one, but multiple structures stacked into the cliff itself. Grinding stones, pottery shards, and blackened walls revealed he was not just in ruins.
That's what I seen when I was glassing, but on the back side, look here, whole nother structure. Looks fairly, wow, look at that. Oh my goodness. See, it's built in, can't wait to get up there and see this. Okay, I just walked up here. I told you I was gonna let you explore it with me. Don't really have any idea of anything that's going on as of yet. Over here, it looks like there's maybe an old building that has come down, an old dwelling. Here is amazing. Look, this is like a two-story structure that's built into this.
Would you dare step deeper into such silence, knowing every stone might hold the spirit of the past? From the shadows to your screen, this is where fear takes form. State Treasures is a YouTuber whose channel is known for uncovering forgotten ruins, ancient mysteries, and exploring hidden sites most people would never dare to set foot in. Shared this video. While hiking through a canyon, he stumbled across ancient ruins far earlier than expected. Hidden beneath brush and stone, it felt as though the past was trying to push itself back into view. But with every step, the silence grew heavier, as if the canyon itself was holding a secret. He hiked there, and what he saw was a bit shocking. As he moved deeper, a different room constructed with claystone everywhere, fire-blackened walls and pottery shards told a darker story, of lives lived, lost, and perhaps spirits still lingering.
Imagine that, 1,000-year-old charcoal. Also can actually see, I don't know if you can see it, there's some little pottery shards back there. Oh, look at that. Looks like some black on red. Wow. Amazing. You can see the little windows here. Look at these. The window here too.
What were these people protecting? And why does it feel like something still watches over this abandoned village? Would you dare to enter ruins like these, knowing they whisper of a past that refuses to be forgotten? Just when it feels safe, the real horror shows itself. This video was uploaded by Aventuras en las Montañas, a channel known for hiking deep into the forest and uncovering unsettling mysteries hidden in the wild. He hiked deep into the woods, expecting nothing more than the whisper of trees and the crunch of leaves beneath his feet. But then, something unusual caught his eye. A piece of cloth hanging from a tree, not just tossed there by accident. It looked placed, almost as if someone was living out here. Curiosity turned into unease when, just moments later, he noticed movement. Figures walking silently through the thick bushes.
Aquí andan.
Who were they? Why would anyone choose to stay hidden so deep in the forest? Were they travelers, hermits, or something far more unsettling? Imagine being alone in the woods and realizing you might not actually be alone. Would you keep going deeper to find out who or what they are? Or would you turn back before you learn the truth you were never meant to see? Fear lingers in the silence, waiting for its moment. This video was posted by El Aventurero Robertico, a YouTuber known for diving deep into the forest to hike and uncover the unknown. They set out on a night hike, guided only by flashlights and the sound of their own footsteps. That's when their beams caught something strange, an entrance built right into the mountain. It wasn't just a doorway, it looked like a cage, hidden in the rock, as if someone or something was meant to be locked inside. Curiosity pulled them closer, but as they examined the rusted wood of the frame, movement caught their eye. Coiled tightly in the shadows was a venomous viper, its scales glistening beside the beam, its body tense and ready to strike.
Mira. Bien chiquita. No lo hace tanto que casi no se mira. Mira, ahí va. Mira. Está bien chiquita, ¿no? ¿Cómo va a ir esa víbora chiquita este año?
Va a haber muchas víboras este año, muchas serpentinas.
Ahí va por adentro de la casa.
Sí, se metió hacia adentro, te digo que es peligroso entrar anoche.
Ay, qué resbaloso está aquí.
Y no se mira, está escondido entre las tablas, no vamos a poder entrar.
¿No?
No. No, está peligrosa, se metió entre las tablas para adentro.
Qué chiquita está, ¿verdad? Ni ruido hacen.
Nada.
Nada de ruido.
No sabía ni para dónde fue.
No, desapareció. Pirata, vente para acá.
Le pegó unos golpecitos a la piedra.
Y de ahí salió, fue buena idea.
Salió.
Y yo diciéndote que sí que estaba haciendo todavía.
Lo único que miré nomás fue cuando sacó la cabeza queriendo morder el palo con el que le di.
Now imagine what if they had stepped inside before noticing? What if the viper struck, trapping them in the cage with no way out? Even worse, what if more vipers were slithering unseen in the darkness of that cage? Would you dare explore further, or turn back and leave that sinister entrance behind forever?
I came across this story on a YouTube channel called Adventure Outdoor, and honestly, it plays out like something straight out of a horror film. He set out early in the morning on the North York moors. The mist was so thick, even his truck faded into the fog. His plan was simple: ride the ancient Rudland Rig Road, cross the old railway line, and loop back before dark. But the deeper he went, the more unsettling things became. The mist refused to lift. Landmarks disappeared. At one point, he reached an old stone marker dated 1888, where he stopped to eat. But the silence around him wasn't natural. It felt heavy, as if he wasn't alone. Later, he arrived at Anno Cross, built on top of a Bronze Age burial mound. Locals say artifacts and bones were found there. He thought about camping, but even he admitted he'd be too terrified to try. Some paths on the moors feel ancient, guarded, and maybe not meant for the living.
What I'm standing on is a Bronze Age burial mound. I was reading about it online. I think they found Bronze Age artifacts and that here as well. I keep thinking about coming and camping here, but I ain't gonna do it on my own. Be terrified.
But what do you think? Would you spend the night on a burial mound? Here's another strange encounter that will leave you questioning everything. Ghostier, a YouTuber best known for sharing his frightening and chilling encounters, uploaded this video. In the quiet town of Willow Creek, an old barn stands among the cornfields, its shadow long, its reputation darker. Locals whisper about missing children, strange noises, and an evil presence said to linger inside. Tonight, they went in. The deeper they drove, the heavier the air felt. A crumbling house appeared, its windows like hollow eyes watching them. The barn sat behind it, massive, silent, and terrifying. The kind of place that feels alive, even in stillness. Inside, it was worse. Pitch L-back halls. Floors are ready to give way. Whispers of knocks, footsteps, and shadows. At one point, a mist-like figure drifted past the stairs, clear as day on camera.
Oh, I saw something going to the other side of me, like a mist. Hello? Like literally right behind the stairs, right here, that door.
Did you
oh my
catch
God,
on
please,
camera?
hopefully I did.
Did you catch on camera?
Yes.
Was it human or something else? The further they explored, the stranger it became. Objects moved on their own. A child's name, Jenny, appeared on the wall, then echoed through the spirit box.
Oh my God, what you said? You said Jenny?
Jenny.
Come here. Look.
Yo, no
Jenny.
way.
Yo, now that is creepy.
No way. Look, it's had a hard life. But look, it says Jenny.
Yep.
Right here.
Dude, Jenny P. Oh.
No
Wait, is that
way, dude.
coincidence or what, bro?
No way.
Jenny, this is your room, your bathroom, whatever this was? It has to be a little kid.
That's when they knew they weren't alone. That was it. They had to leave. Whatever haunts this place didn't want them there. And trust me, after what they saw, I don't think anyone should come back. But if that shook you, the next encounter might haunt your dreams. Arms Family Homestead is one of those YouTube channels that feels easy and comforting to watch. Most of the time, it's about country living, fishing, hunting, and the simple outdoors. In this particular episode, Daniel, the dad, takes his son Houston out for a hunt on their own land. Nothing intense, just father and son time in the woods. At first it's calm. They're quietly watching deer move through the trees, enjoying the peace. But that quiet doesn't last long. Out of nowhere, two men with rifles step onto Daniel's private property. They aren't just trespassing, they're sneaking up, trying to take a shot at the deer right in front of them. Then, a gunshot rings out. The bullet misses the deer, but passes so close to Daniel and his son that the danger becomes very real.
Don't do it. Look at these trespassers. They're climbing through the fence. Be still.
Daniel jumps up, confronts the strangers, and they immediately bolt, crashing through the woods. It could have ended tragically, but luckily, both father and son walked away safe. What happens next is the kind of thing that keeps people awake at night. The YouTuber Rice and Beans Adventures shared a chilling encounter he experienced while out camping. Morning was supposed to feel calm, but instead, it carried the weight of last night's horror. The YouTuber admitted that last night was rough. A sudden windstorm ripped through camp, snapping the tent's legs like twigs. They tried fixing it, but by midnight, everything was in ruins. Chairs blown away, the campsite destroyed. With no shelter left, they crawled into the back of the truck, just the stars above, and the howling wind. Imagine lying there, in the vast emptiness. Every sound outside could be something moving in the dark. He says he eventually fell asleep.
14 hours to get here, set up camp, and then a windstorm come in and decimate it. So the drive took a little bit longer because we ended up stopping at the Prada store in Marfa, and then a couple of art installations nearby. It's let me look up the name. And I'll let you guys catch the sunrise too.
But really, how do you sleep knowing your camp has been torn apart, and the desert night hides things you can't see? That storm wasn't just rough, it was terrifying. And maybe he didn't tell us everything that happened out there. Things take a darker turn in the next clip I came across. This video comes from Midwest Ghost Hunter, well known for capturing some of the scariest investigations online. This time, he's in Wisconsin, heading toward an abandoned factory with a dark reputation. Locals whisper about endless paranormal activity inside, shadows that move, voices that answer, doors that slam without warning. And tonight, he's stepping into that place completely alone. He pushed through the tannery's yawning doors and felt the air change, a pinprick of cold that crawled up his spine. Every footstep echoed like a warning. He felt a pressure brush his back, his breath hitched, and the darkness answered with a whisper that wasn't human. Doors slammed shut by themselves. Mannequins began to rock and slide without touch, staring with glass eyes that knew his name.
What? That door just shut. Oh, oh no. Oh, no. I am not going to be stuck in here. Please. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
From the black beneath the catwalks, a cart rolled out on its own, creaking like a funeral march. Props flew off tables as if invisible hands had grown bold.
If there's anyone over here, could you? What the hell was that? It sounded like something moved over here. Did you just move one of these mannequins? Could you move one right now? Any one of these.
No. Oh. Dude! That thing just freaking started rocking!
Oh, no. Are you freaking serious?
Would you step into that maze when the lights flicker and things move without touch? Things only grow darker from here. Brace yourself for what comes next. This chilling video comes from Harry Chris Rain, a YouTuber well known for sharing his eerie camping adventures in the rain. He set out to camp deep in the forest, and at first, everything felt perfect. Calm air, fresh breeze, just the kind of weather that promised a peaceful night. He began pitching his tent, believing it would be a simple, relaxing trip. But then the skies shifted, the wind grew sharp, and raindrops started to fall, soaking the ground beneath his feet. He stayed. He finished mounting his tent in the pouring rain, determined to stick it out. Later, when the storm finally eased, he thought he could enjoy his camp. He made dinner, sat down to eat, and suddenly, the rain returned, heavier than before. Imagine sitting there, trapped in darkness, every sound of the forest drowned out by relentless water hammering the canvas above your head. All through the night the storm raged, and he sat in that tent alone, cold, and listening to every creak of the woods around him. Could it have been just the weather, or was something else hiding in the storm, waiting for him to close his eyes? What happens next is the kind of thing that keeps people awake at night. This video was uploaded by Camper Vibe, a channel run by two girls who share their love for camping, but this time, only one of them decided to head out to this place, alone. This video begins with her searching for peace after the relentless weight of the holidays. She heads to Daring Woods, a stretch of forest she thought would offer quiet solitude. But little did she know, this woodland lies just outside Pluckley, Britain's most haunted village, which holds the Guinness World Record for having over 14 known ghosts. The camp is set, just before the skies grow darker. Dinner seems simple enough, but the forest begins to whisper. Then, strange noises echo. Some sound like children screaming, others like gunshots, and she can't explain where they're coming from. The owls fall silent, and the woods take on a heavier tone. Then it happens, a sound drifts through the trees, unnatural. Not deer, not fox, not anything she recognizes.
Anyway. Sounds like kids screaming. That's just a train. Is it a bird or is it kids screaming? That's a bird. That's a gunshot. I don't know if you'll be able to hear a lot of this, it's pretty distant, but it sounds like kids screaming. There's so many strange noises. It's not just your normal birds and stuff and planes, there's a lot of planes. There's like this weird, well, I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm tired, so I'm going to let this burn out in a bit, sit here and enjoy a fire for a little while and then, yeah, head to bed. The hammock's really comfy, thank God, so I should sleep well, I would think. Where's my big bean? What was that noise?
After some time, she swears it's footsteps circling the tent. She doesn't dare turn on the light, terrified it isn't an animal, but a person. The night drags on. Every second feels endless, and she admits it's the most scared she's ever been in a tent. After she later discovered the horrifying truth, the woods where he spent the night are known as Screaming Woods, where anguished cries echo through the trees. Paranormal tours are hosted here. Ghost hunters have filmed here, and the number of hauntings has earned it a permanent record in history. From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. Grizzly Gaz, a well-known wild camper whose page is dedicated to sharing his camping adventures, posted this chilling experience. He strolls into the woods on a school night, joking at first. Rumor has it pagans meet here. He finds a clearing that looks like a ritual site. It gives him the chills, but he decides to camp anyway. His tent is up. It's pitch black. The forest closes in. Then he decides to go for a walk when he sees a tree that looks like a skeleton.
Oh, it doesn't half look creepy down here. Tree looks like a skeleton, and we're all like bivvies in it and stuff.
The shadows begin to breathe. Then, after some while, he notices some voices and sounds in the trees. He knows he's not alone. The footsteps, whispers, someone circling the campsite terrified him.
I hope there's no widow makers following us. It'd be no good, would it, mate? Oh, dear. This pillow. Oh, fuck! 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 Fucking hell. Where the fuck? Fendi! Fendi! Come here, mate. Oh, you're alright. What the fuck was that? Fucking flies. Mate, come on.
He decides to turn off his light immediately. Then he decides to pack up. But as he gathers gear, the woods erupt. Dozens of distant voices scream and thunder toward the tent. Who are those figures racing through the trees? A prank, hunters, or something older? A ritual that didn't want witnesses? We came across this chilling video from Grizzly Gaz, a YouTuber well known for his scary camping encounters. But this one felt different. He begins telling the dark legend of Lady Sybil of Burnshaw Tower, a woman who made a pact with the devil himself, gaining powers to shapeshift, but was cursed to walk the earth even after death. Can you imagine camping in the very woods where her spirit is said to roam? The legend takes a darker turn. Lady Sybil, caught as a cat, had her paw severed. Even though she magically reattached it, her soul was forever bound to the hills and forests. Things get unsettling. While setting up his tent, Grizzly Gaz hears what sounds like gunshots in the distance. The silence of the forest breaks, and suddenly, he isn't sure if he's alone.
Give the video a like as well. Right. I'm going to get in my tent now and get set up for night. Alright, mate. Don't know if I just caught that, but I'm pretty sure I've just heard gunshots. And they showed me. Oh, fucking hell, you farted. Or is that your breath? Chill out.
The mist grows heavy. He keeps seeing flashes of eyes shine in the darkness. Or was it a torch? Something seemed to be following him.
Can't even see any paths or out, man, because of this mist. I keep seeing flashes of light, like eye shine, but that corner of my eye. Down there, look.
Finally, the fear hits hardest. Between the gunshots, the mist, and the glowing eyes in the distance, Gaz admits it's not worth the risk.
I really want to know what that shine was down there. Whether it's a torch. Like I say, I've heard gunshots earlier, so... Fuck. I don't want to be getting shot, do I? And I especially don't want to be running in to the landowner again, because he will not be happy that I'm back in here.
His gut tells him to get out before something truly terrifying happens. And honestly, can you blame him? Things take a darker turn in the next clip I came across. This video was shared by Action Adventure Clips, a page well known for thrilling adventure videos and short action-packed clips. They step into the cave, water echoes through the darkness, louder than ever before, and a salamander greets them, as if warning them to turn back. The deeper they go, the colder it becomes. The passage tightens, pressing in like the cave itself doesn't want them there. They hear the roar of a waterfall, beautiful, but masking something sinister. As they go deeper, a strange odor fills the air. Gas, toxic. Then panic erupts as they start shouting,
Twice as bad. It's a cave emergency. Oh, the gas is coming. Oh.
The group scrambles as the fumes thicken. As they were running away from that one, they ran straight into a dense pocket of poison. The lights dim, their voices grow frantic.
Oh, we ran into the gas. Oh, we've hit a toxic pocket of gas. Dude, it's so gassy. We gotta get out of here. You're on the right path. Don't come up there. I can't breathe. We hit a pocket of bad gas. Oh, we hit a pocket. Dude, it caught up to us.
As if that was not enough, they're trapped in the fog, lungs burning, unsure where the exit is. Some claim they saw shapes moving inside the haze. They finally find a way out, but racing footsteps echo behind them, as if something else made it out too. Would you dare go into that cave, knowing it almost became their tomb? From eerie to downright disturbing, here's what came next. Jasko is a YouTuber who creates videos. This time, he went to a haunted cabin. What was supposed to be a fun haunted cabin video turned into a nightmare. Because deep in the woods, miles from civilization, someone else was there. No service, no power. Just them, and a stranger. They learn why the cabin is called the Skinwalker cabin. People who've stayed here report screams, voices mimicking loved ones, even shadowy figures outside their windows. Panic sets in as they hear a loud, blood-curdling scream in the backyard of the cabin. They freeze. Was it human, animal, or worse, something in between?
Channel if you have not already. That was a knock on the door. Hello?
Okay.
Oh my
Não foi
god.
em mim.
The only thing I have in me is about to come out how scared I am.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how terrifying this place is. I guess since we're here, let's show you.
While investigating the skull, he hears a whistle right in his ear, though his friend is nowhere near him.
You know, whole thing, because it smells really bad right here. What the f? Chris? What? That wasn't you?
Oh no, I'm right here.
Bro, something like whistled in my ear. On God, like right next to me. Voice.
The camera catches it. Something unseen is toying with them. The night spirals. More screams, heavy knocks, voices through the spirit box saying "my grave" and "they seek justice."
Huh, Skinwalkers? Can you mimic this noise?
They seek justice.
They seek justice? What? What? What the f, Chris? Oh my God!
Loud screams.
Oh my God, she just scared the shit. I'm sorry. Go inside, go inside, go inside.
After some time, fear peaks. The sound of the metal gate slamming shut. It had been tied open. Someone untied it. Now they're trapped inside the forest. And finally, he admitted that in his 6 years of filming, he had never experienced something as terrifying as this.
Listen, something isn't right here.
let me backtrack about 30 minutes. We stopped recording. I don't even know what the hell the last thing we recorded was. And Chris and I decided that we were going to go outside together with our flashlights and just see if it was safe. Do a little perimeter check because we wanted to do things together outside. But when we went out there, we heard what sounded like metal. Something very loud in the distance. Metal. And I don't even want to fucking think about it because it's bringing fucking tears to my eyes just thinking about it. The gate to this cabin is a very large metal gate. And I truly fear that what we heard was the metal gate closing, slamming shut. And now one thing I'll tell you is that that gate was open and it was tied to a tree. So the only way it would have closed is if someone untied it.
Would you have lasted the night inside the Skinwalker cabin? Just when you think it can't get stranger, wait until you see this. This story comes from Busca Sobrenatural on YouTube. They returned to the abandoned house, cameras rolling. Almost immediately, the air felt wrong, batteries drained overnight, and a chill crept in. Dogs that usually barked were silent tonight. Suddenly, movement in the shadows. A figure darted across the darkened rooms, and the temperature dropped like ice.
Hey. We'll only come back a little early today. Dude, be careful, man. Really, I don't think there are any dogs.
Be careful. You saw what we saw, right? Oh, silence. Silence. I see something inside the house. Look there, look there. That's it, man.
You see that man? There, man. Did you see that man? What's
that man? I'm not worried. How cold it got all of a sudden.
Wow. Look there. Did you see that man? Man.
While inside the building, a glass exploded across the floor. Shards flew toward them, forcing them back.
Cara, eu também filmei. Tu filmou, será, Jefinho? Filmei. Cara, vamos entrar ali pra ver isso, cara. Ai, meu Deus, cara. Voa vidro em mim aqui, cara. Voa vidro em mim aqui, cara. Ô, o cachorro. Cara, pra mim o barulho tá vindo lá de cima, eu acho, cara. Cara do céu. Cara do céu.
But what shattered the door glass when no one was near? Just a moment later, a heavy bear statue moved on its own. First shifting, then toppling as if shoved by invisible hands. The house came alive, doors slamming, tables sliding, the sound of footsteps above. Then chaos walls shook, windows blew open, and an unseen force tore the house apart. They ran, breathless, terrified. From eerie to downright disturbing, here's what came next. This video comes from Chamos on YouTube. They returned once again to the infamous doctor's house, a place where every time they step inside, something darker seems to awaken. At first, the night felt quiet, too quiet. Then they noticed it. Strange, blood-red graffiti smeared on the walls. But who wrote it? And why did it appear only now? Suddenly, a loud noise echoed through the empty halls. Something unseen was moving around them. Then, chaos. Objects started falling, hitting the ground near them. A perfume bottle cap, furniture shaking. The tension grew unbearable.
The cross is there, then. Look, something here hit something behind me. Real just heard it, now I heard it. But man, something fell really close to here, look.
They heard a disembodied voice, whispering from the darkness. One of them swore it was the doctor himself.
Did you hear it? No, yes, damn, man. Hey, calm down. Look at this, man. Man, you said that thing about graffiti, right?
And then it happened. The apparition appeared. A dark, human-like figure at the far end of the hallway. It flickered in and out, then vanished before their eyes. They ran, terrified, hearts pounding, knowing one thing: the doctor was still there, and he wanted them gone. Just like before, the next video captures something terrifying on camera. This video was uploaded by Morozov's fan on YouTube. Everything you're about to see was streamed live. On the night of the 19th, he entered a house he had just purchased. But this wasn't just any house, it was known to contain a demon. The former owners wanted to get rid of it, but he was determined to drive the evil out himself. At first, things were quiet. Too quiet. Then, faint footsteps creaked across the stairs, but no one was there.
Did you hear those sounds? The creaking of the stairs, footsteps. These are not the sounds of the house. It is it. It was in the house right away. It does not appear here at night. It is here constantly.
Would you stay if you heard that? Or would you already be gone? A shadow figure appeared in the stream, unnoticed until later. The deeper he went, the stronger it became.
Already on the 20th minute of the stream, a shadow was recorded, but, unfortunately, neither the people watching the stream nor I noticed it.
Lights flickered, devices beeped, and a shadow passed right by the window. Then it happened. Using a radio transmitter, he finally made contact. A chilling voice hissed, "What do you need?"
I think she said what you need. I need a ritual statue. Where is it? This one just moved. I need a ritual statue. Where is it?
Soon after, tables moved on their own, cameras cut out, and the pressure in the room grew unbearable. And he kept demanding, "Demon, show yourself. Tell me your name." But the more he ordered, the angrier it became.
Two video cameras are turned off.
So I'll ask you this. If you were inside that house and the darkness finally answered you, would you dare to keep talking, or would you run before it takes more than just your voice? The nightmare continues, and this time, it feels way too real. This video was originally filmed by Summit or Nothing. He sets out across Dartmore, heading towards Sorton Tor. At first, everything feels calm. The autumn air, the fading ferns, the distant mist. But Dartmore is not just any landscape. It's a place where legends breathe. Would you dare to hike into the unknown, knowing the land itself carries ghostly stories? Strange formations appear in the ground. The remains of an abandoned ice works from the 1800s. Imagine it. Water once frozen here, harvested in silence. But some say the echoes of that factory never left. At the top, silence consumes everything. No birds, no wind, just emptiness. He stops, listening. Have you ever heard a silence so heavy it feels alive? Later, in the tent, a legend is told. The story of Judge Jeffries, known as the Hanging Judge, is cursed to return as a black phantom pig. As the tale is spoken, grunts and snorts echo outside the tent. Horses, or something darker?
Here's another one. This one tonight is called Judge Jeffries and the Big Black Phantom Pig. George Jeffries, the first Baron Jeffries, was the English judge who became notorious for his harsh sentences after the Monmouth Rebellion in 1685. His severe sentencing for even minor indiscretions earned him a black reputation. In his travels as a judge on the Western Circuit, he held court in many Devonshire towns, and legend suggests he was at his judicial best, or worst, at Lidford. It's just over there. He must have had a great impact on the area. So the story goes, he haunts the ancient borough in the guise of a big black pig. It's not clear how often this phantom porker has been seen, or why indeed it should automatically be assumed it was the dreadful judge himself.
Hours pass, but strange noises linger. Shadows press against the thin walls of the tent. He tries to sleep. But what if Dartmoor's legends aren't just stories? What if somewhere out there in the mist, something still watches? You thought the last story was bad? The next one is downright terrifying. This video was posted by Hike Slam. He set out to spend the night deep in the Virginia woods, the day before Thanksgiving. At first, everything seemed peaceful. The trail, the cold air, the sound of the river. Not long after, things turned strange. Scattered trash along the trail, beer cans, broken plastic, and writing scratched onto garbage bags. Lyrics, "Hangman is coming down from the gallows." Who leaves messages like this? A hiker or something else? Then the discovery no camper ever wants to find. A freshly killed duck, lying next to a long note, bone dry, as if it had just been placed there.
And there's a dead duck here. A very long note. And it looks like it was just put here because it's not wet. That duck is fairly recently killed. All right.
The fire from a nearby camp still burned. 2 women appeared on the trail, frightened. They asked if he had seen the man leaving notes. They swore he was still camped by the river, sitting on a rock, fire glowing. They were terrified to pass his sight alone. What would you do? Keep going or turn back before it's too late?